Hello, good morning, everybody. Great to have you here with YMCA of the North. My name is Sarah, and I'll be teaching a core class with you today. So great to have you joining me. If you're joining me, give me a little shout out, say a hello. I asked a question today, what is your favorite abdominal exercise? Or is there such a thing, or is it all torture? No, it's not torture. So I do want to have a good time and give you a great workout. I believe strongly in working the core. Developing the core to me is like a tennis racket. I've used this analogy with you before, but if you have a tennis racket and let's just say the middle, the strings are not in full tact, if they're not working conditioned properly, you have no power in your racket. You're going to not play your best game of tennis. You're always going to be at a disadvantage. So our core is like the strings of a tennis racket. We need it to be strong. And so take the time to do the conditioning today. I want to give you lots of options as we work. And one thing when you're training core is you need stability first. That's key. So make sure that you have that stability. So work the moves that feel strong for you. As you work the moves, you should feel most of that work in the front side of the body, so right through the midsection. And as you do that, tuck and draw that belly button in and think of firmly grounding the shoulders and the back. So the other thing is, as you move with core, the further you take your arm, the longer the lever, the further you go away, the harder it's going to be. So you can adjust as needed by keeping it close to you as you do your exercises. So let's go ahead and get to work with that core conditioning. Again, my name is Sarah. I'm streaming here from the Southdale Y, and great to be here with you. We are going to need a mat if you have one. We're going to be working on the floor to begin with, and then ending with a little bit of work in the middle, standing up, and then back down to the ground. So grab your stuff that you need. You might want some water and a towel. While you grab those things, I'm going to get our music started, and we're going to get right to it. So we are starting down on the mat. Let's get to it. All right, so starting down on the mat, we're gonna lie flat on our back and take your hands and tuck them underneath the small of the back. Lift the knees up one at a time and brace those abdominals right here. Stay strong and tight through the midsection, and we're gonna start with one leg, single leg tap, and lift. Slow. Remember how far you move from the body changes that intensity. So start close, and as that strength improves, you can take that tap a little further. Little change if you like, add a little challenge. You can go both legs or stick with that single leg. If you're feeling this in your low back, I want you to come back to that single leg. If everything feels okay, keep working with that double leg. Last one. And take those feet down. Take the hands back, cross, back, cross, lift, working through those obliques. Keep those elbows back and the chin up. 2 to go. And hold, hands down, lift the hips, up, 2, 3, and down. Push through the feet, lift through the hips 3 times. Take it up. 1, 2, 3, and back. So the core is much more than just abdominal work. Glute strength is a key component, as is upper back and low back. Keep going. 3, 2, almost there. We're going to do one more round from the beginning. Hold, release, lift the knees, single or doubles, down and lift. Single or double. Push, Keep that slight curve of the spine, but brace the abdominals, push through the shoulders. Last one. And hold, hands back. Cross. Back. Feel that rotation as we work through those obliques. Support that head and neck. Cross. Cross. Few more to go. Lift. Last two. Hands, come down to the side. Lift the hips. Press 3, 3, 2, 1, and down. Up. Keep those knees coming in. Almost there. Lift. 3 times. Squeeze. Last one. Hold. Exhale and return. All right, time to roll over onto your stomach. So we're going to come onto the forearms right here. From here, I'm going to just peel my thighs off the ground. So you have option 1 from the toes and the knees, or option 2 from the toes, full plank. Keep that head, back, and neck long and push up through those shoulders. Brace those abs, lift 1 foot at a time. Now remember, you can lift straight leg or take a look, up. Good, lift, up. Little change, give me 2 lifts, same leg. 2, down, up, other side. 1 more time, double each side. Lift, lift, last one. Get ready, we're gonna walk it out and march. Walk, walk, walk. Hang tight, keep it going. Hold, release. Push back, downward dog. Take a little breather, push through those shoulders, head between, and bend the knees. Lift the hips. Excellent. Now lift, plank position, full plank. Option, knee, take a look. Lift, back, back. Option 2, Spider-Man, lift. Bringing that knee up to the shoulders, or not to the shoulders, but to the elbows. Keep going. Good. 2 more. Last one. Hold, release, down dog. Child pose is a great option. Release. Come down to the forearms. Remember to reset. Pull up, hold tight. Lift, down, down. From the toes or the knees. Double, here we go, 2. Double, other side. Singles. Keep walking. Now, if you're from the knees, keep that tap moving at your pace. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down, lift, press back, down dog. Shift forward, plank position, and hold, second round. Let's finish it up. Hold. Here we go. Release. Nice job. We're gonna go one more time to our back side. Then we'll come up to standing and focus on our glutes. But right now, I have a little bit more work. Great stabilizer. You have to stay strong in that midsection. Head is back. Shoulders grounded, a little lift through the low back. Starting with that bent leg. Option 1, it's like you're making a reverse J and coming up. With the other leg, make that letter J like you're tracing it with your foot. You can start by keeping it closer to that midline. I always think about a little bit of an anchor shape or maybe a fish hook, up and down. Now, option 2, straight legs. Low and lift. Remember, you can stay with that short or the bent leg. Shorter lever. One more time. Each side. Return, feet down. Take a look. Throw and back. Throw and back. Imagine having a medicine ball. Power it up, pull back. Power, pull back. Now 3 up, 3 up. 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, back. Last time. Now hold back. Lift, ground. Brace and stabilize. One leg bent. Remember that if you feel this in your low back, you can adjust by maybe bringing one foot down as you work. If you're looking for a further challenge, lift. Pull up. We have just 2 more. Last one. And return. Hands come back. Lift. Throw. Throw. 3, 2, 1. Take it back 3 times. Lift. Little higher, back, chin up. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Hold, return, lift, brace, and just let those knees come to the side and back. Pull, just so you feel that tension engage. Return. Nice job. I want you to take time. If you have tubing, I'd like you to grab it. If you don't have tubing, you can go without. I've got to grab my tube. Which isn't where I left it. So we're going to go without. Good news is you don't have to have it. If you have your tubing, I want you to put it under your foot and pull up tall. If you're like me without the tubing, hold tight right here. Now I want you to lean in. Notice how I'm leaning forward. And I'm going to lift this back heel off the ground. Ready? Take a look. Single, up. Single, up. Down, lift, down, and up. Down, lift. So you have that forward tilt. Working the glutes right here. Now triples. 3, 2, 1. Drive up. Long back, long leg. 3, 2, 1. Take a look. 3, 2, 1. If you have your tubing, pull back. And up. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, you should be feeling this work right here. 1 more. 3, 2, 1, and lift. All right, other side. Set it up. Knee is over the ankle. From that diagonal, you can see that my back is real long, and I'm gonna lift that heel and brace tight. If you have that tubing, it's wrapped under the foot. Handles are back at your hips. Tip. Down, lift, down, and up. Pull and lift. Singles to start. Down. Don't let that knee pass the toes. Keep upright. Take your arms or your handles front, down, 2, 3, pull back. 3, 2, 1, pull back. Your glutes are just as important as those abdominals as you train. 3, 2, 1, couple more. 3, 2, 1, that's it. 3, 2, 1, hold. Release. Stand up and roll those shoulders. Roll. Lift. Last 2. One more. And we're going to come down onto the ground. Hold from the knees. Cross, down. Cross, down. Now you can work from the knees or the toes. Cross, down. Cross, down. 4 more. Finish it. 3. Keep those hips level. 2 and 1. Return. On the knees, pointer stance. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Extend and reach. Return, other side. Think of keeping that leg, arm, and hips all level. Return. Hold. Option to just work the leg. Switch. And return. Take a look. In that push-up position from the knees. Lift, down. Lift, down. Lift, down. I want you to push through those shoulders. Drive up and back. Drive up. Option 2, from the toes. Return. Lift, back. Lift, back. From the toes or the knees. One more time. Hold, return, back to that pointer stance. Opposite arm, hold. Now take it out to the diagonal. Bring it in and release. Take it straight out. Draw a diagonal line across the body. Return and in. Take it out. Side, back. One more time. Center and return. Coming back to that push-up position from the knees or the toes. Cross, cross. Now you can do this from the toes as well. Cross. 2 more. And hold. Take a look. Open out to this side. Reach. Come back. Extend that leg back. Open. Come back. Extend out. You can do full side plank if you like. Take it out. One more time. Open and reach. Extend. Notice that back leg. Push out. And release. Downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath as you hold that position. And return. Nice work. Here's the good news, you guys. We are through the work of our core training for strength. We're going to move to flexibility, which is just as important in my opinion, because our range of motion and our mobility does get limited, particularly with exercises that we do a lot of, or just our jobs that we might have in general. So if we have to spend a lot of time on a computer, seated position, those affects the muscles of the body. So we want to stretch those out. And I want to start with the first, which is the hip flexors. If kneeling is not comfortable for you, go ahead and stand during this, and I'll show you the option in a second. But if it's comfortable on the floor, take one foot forward, knee over the ankle, and let the hips fall down and fall through. Option 2 is you can stand and do this right here. So if you prefer to stand, that totally works. But I want to get into those hip flexors. So I want you to really drop the hips and pelvis through. There's 2 things that it's going to be your overactivity or just overuse in terms of sitting. So the only way to stretch those out is what we're doing right now. Lift open, lift long. Now we're going to take that over to the other side. So same thing. You can do it standing or from your mat. Let the hips fall through wherever you are, whether you're standing or kneeling. It's important that you always adjust for your body and move where you're comfortable because it's your body. You know it best. So decide which one you want to do. You've gotten through the bulk of the work today. Fantastic. Now you can just settle in and release a little bit. And one more. And come back down. Let's take it down to your mat. On your back side. Extend the leg up. And feel that pull at the back of the leg. Toes down. Keep it long. If it's bent, we're losing that ability to lengthen that muscle. So if it's tired, let it release and then come back. Our hamstrings insert where our low back. So when those are tight, they pull on that low back. Now we're going to take this ankle and cross it over the knee and open up. Now option to just stay right there or option to lift up and in. Either one works. Just like before, there's not one better than the other. It's what feels right for you. And release, switch, other side, extend. If the leg is shaky or a little tight, let it relax and then come back to the stretch. Taking this ankle, cross it over to the opposite knee as that hip opens up. And just hold that stretch right there. So we worked on the piriformis, option to lift the leg, the hamstring, and those hips. The last part of a great flexibility routine for your core would be just shoulder rolls and paying attention to that posture. So that is it today, you guys. Thank you all for joining me. My name is Sarah, and this was core conditioning. I hope you enjoyed the workout. If you liked it, please forward it and send it to someone who could use it. It is the #1 thing we should focus on in our routine. So great work today, and if you have any questions, give me a shout out and I'll answer here from Facebook. Take care, everybody.